There is a divine intelligence guiding you, moving through your life with purpose. You may look at your circumstances and feel abandoned, but I tell you, God has never left you. Every step you have taken, every trial you have endured, has been orchestrated to bring you to this moment. You are not alone. You are never alone. The very breath within you is proof of the divine presence that walks with you. Think back to the moments when you thought you wouldn't make it. The nights of doubt, the days of despair, the times when fear whispered that you were forgotten. And yet, here you are. Something carried you through, something greater than what your eyes could see. That is the power of God within you. That is the assurance that He did not bring you this far to leave you. Your journey is unfolding according to a higher vision. Do not be deceived by what appears to be delay or struggle. What you see is only a fraction of what is truly happening. The unseen forces of faith are shaping your reality, aligning everything for your highest good. Hold on to this truth. God's plan is not to abandon you, but to elevate you. Every challenge is not a punishment, it is a preparation. Every door that closed, every detour, every moment of waiting was designed to build you, not break you. You must see beyond what is in front of you. If you only trust what your senses tell you, you will live in fear. But if you awaken to the divine law that governs all things, you will stand in confidence, knowing that nothing in your life is by accident. You were created with intention. Your existence is not a mistake. The path you walk is not random. It has been laid out before you, and every obstacle is simply an invitation to believe in what you cannot yet see. Speak life into your situation. The words you declare shape the world around you. Do not say, "I am lost," for God has already set your course. Do not say, "I am forgotten," for He has engraved you on the palm of His hand. Do not say, "I am defeated," for the same power that raised the dead dwells within you. Lift your vision beyond your current reality. See yourself as God sees you, victorious, whole, and deeply loved. Faith is not merely hoping for a better tomorrow. It is knowing that tomorrow has already been written in your favor. The moment you align with this truth, everything begins to shift. You will see doors open where before there were only walls. You will witness miracles, not as rare occurrences, but as the natural unfolding of your belief. What you hold in consciousness becomes your experience. What you accept as true in your heart will manifest before your eyes. So do not waver. Do not entertain thoughts of doubt or fear. Do not look at your past and say, "I have come this far, but I don't know if I can go further." God would not have carried you this far only to abandon you. His work in you is not finished. There is still more for you to see, more for you to experience, more for you to become. You are standing on the edge of something extraordinary. Believe it, walk in it, and know that you are never alone. There is a great misconception that struggles signify abandonment, that hardship is proof of being forsaken. But the truth is, those who walk closest with God often face the greatest trials. The fire does not come to destroy you. It comes to refine you. Every experience in your life is shaping you, molding you into the divine image you were always meant to express. There are no accidents. Every loss, every rejection, every moment that felt like an ending was actually a beginning. You are being called to trust beyond what your physical senses can confirm. The outer world will always attempt to convince you that you are alone, that you are fighting a battle that cannot be won. But within you is the very presence of God, the infinite power that speaks worlds into existence. What is too difficult for Him? What circumstance could arise that He has not already made a way through? It is only your belief in limitation that makes it appear real. Fear has no place in the heart of one who knows their divine connection. Worry is an illusion, a trick of the mind that keeps you bound to the past. The moment you release your fear, the moment you surrender the need to control, you will see that you were never in this alone. Every step, every breath has been guided. even when you thought you were lost, even when you questioned whether you had made the right decisions. God was working through you, setting the stage for something greater. You must learn to see with the eyes of faith, to hold the unseen as reality, to believe that what is promised will surely come to pass. The world will tell you to rely on what is visible, to trust only in what is tangible. But what is seen is temporary. It is the unseen that is eternal. The circumstances you face today are not permanent. The struggles that seem insurmountable are merely passing shadows. Do not give them power by allowing them to dictate your belief. Instead, stand firm in the knowledge that God's word never fails. If He has led you this far, if He has carried you through the darkest nights, He will not leave you now. Look back on your life and see the evidence of His presence. Recall the moments you thought you wouldn't survive, the times when you felt abandoned, yet somehow you emerged stronger. That was not coincidence. That was not luck. That was divine guidance. That was the hand of God ensuring that you would not fall. And if He was with you then, He is with you now. Faith is not passive. It is not simply hoping for things to improve while dwelling in doubt. Faith is active, creative, and powerful. It requires that you speak life even when all you see is difficulty. It requires that you hold fast to your vision even when the world tells you it is impossible. The truth is, nothing is impossible for one who understands their divine nature. You were created in the image of the Creator, which means the same power that formed the heavens dwells within you. When you align with this truth, you will see mountains move, doors open, and miracles unfold in ways you never imagined. You must not allow temporary trials to shake your foundation. If you have been called to walk this path, you must walk it with unwavering certainty, even when the road is unclear, even when delays make it seem as though nothing is happening. Trust that everything is working in divine order. What you desire is already yours. What you seek is already on its way. It is not a matter of if, it is only a matter of when. Your thoughts, your emotions, your inner state, they all create the reality you experience. If you dwell in fear, you will see reasons to be afraid. If you dwell in faith, you will witness the manifestation of divine promises. The key is to remain steadfast, to refuse to accept anything less than the best God has for you. The moment you shift your inner world, your outer world must follow. It is a divine law that cannot fail. Nothing is wasted, not a single moment of pain, not a single delay, not a single challenge is without purpose. Every experience, whether joyful or difficult, is guiding you closer to the realization of who you truly are. You are not weak, you are not lost, you are not forgotten. You are the manifestation of divine love, walking this earth with a purpose far greater than you can yet see. Do not shrink back in fear. Do not allow doubt to whisper that you are unworthy. Do not let the voices of the world tell you that you are incapable. The only voice that matters is the one within, the still small voice that reminds you you are chosen, you are guided, you are supported, and above all, you are never alone. Even now, in this very moment, something is shifting. A breakthrough is unfolding, a path is being made clear, a blessing is being prepared. But you must believe it, you must accept it in your heart before it can appear in your world. Hold on to this truth. If God has led you this far, He will not leave you. If He has placed a vision within you, He will bring it to completion. Do not waver, do not doubt, walk boldly, knowing that you are walking in the fulfillment of His divine plan. There is a divine order at work in your life, a pattern so perfect that every step, even those that seemed like detours, was part of the greater plan. You have never been without guidance. You have never been abandoned. The presence of God moves through you, shaping your path, calling you higher, urging you to remember who you truly are. You are not here by chance. Nothing in your life has happened by accident. The delays, the struggles, the moments of doubt, all of it has been part of your refinement, preparing you for what is already yours. The world will try to convince you that you are alone, that you have to fight for every blessing, that what you seek is far from you, but this is the great illusion. Nothing is separate from you, the love, the abundance, the peace and the fulfillment you long for. It is already within you, waiting to be recognized. You do not need to beg God to move in your life. He has already moved. He has already spoken. He has already placed within you everything you need to walk in the fullness of His promises. Your task is not to strive, but to align. When you look at your circumstances, do not see them as obstacles. See them as the unfolding of something greater. What seems like a closed door is often a redirection. What appears as loss is often a clearing away of what no longer serves you. There is no moment in your life that is wasted, no experience that does not carry meaning. Even in what you perceive as setbacks, God is present, working, moving, aligning things in ways you cannot yet comprehend. You must rise above the limitations of the physical world and understand that what is seen is not all there is. The visible world is only a reflection of what has already been set in motion in the unseen. If you want to change your experience, you must begin within. Do not look at what is lacking. Do not focus on what has not yet appeared. Instead, fix your eyes on the truth that you are already provided for, already loved, already victorious. The more you dwell in this knowing, the more your reality will shift to match it. God does not bring you to the edge of possibility, only to leave you there. If you feel as though you are standing in the in the space where what you desire has not yet materialized, do not be discouraged. This is where faith is required. This is where you must stand firm, unmoved by appearances, unwavering in your trust that what has been promised will surely come to pass. There is no force in heaven or earth that can stop what God has ordained for you. The only thing that can delay it is your own doubt. You were not meant to live in fear. You were not created to struggle, to question your worth, to wonder if you are good enough. You have always been enough. You were formed in divine perfection, and nothing can alter that truth. The world may have tried to convince you otherwise. Circumstances may have made you feel small, unworthy, or forgotten. But that is not your reality. That is not your truth. You are here because you are meant to be here. You are walking this path because there is something within you that is meant to be expressed. Something only you can bring into this world. Do not shrink back when the road gets difficult. Do not allow temporary challenges to make you question what you know in your heart to be true. If you have made it this far, it is because you are meant to go further. If you have endured trials, it is because you are being strengthened for something greater. Do not mistake preparation for punishment. What seems like a delay is often divine positioning. You are being made ready for the blessings that are already yours. Speak as if your victory is already here. Walk as if your prayers have already been answered. Live as if everything you desire is already unfolding before you because it is. The moment you shift your belief, the moment you decide that you are already standing in the manifestation of what you seek, the world must rearrange itself to match that conviction. This is the law of faith. This is the power of knowing who you are. God's promises do not return void. His word does not fail. If He has placed a vision in your heart, it is because it is meant to be fulfilled. If He has given you a dream, it is because it is already yours in the unseen. You must not allow the noise of the world to drown out the quiet certainty that exists within you. You must hold fast to your vision, to your faith, to the knowing that what is meant for you cannot be taken away. Everything in your life is unfolding exactly as it should. Even when it feels uncertain, even when it seems as though nothing is happening, trust that everything is happening beneath the surface. Seeds do not sprout the moment they are planted. There is a season of waiting, a season of unseen growth. But just because you cannot see it does not mean it is not real. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be. There is a power within you that cannot be shaken, a divine presence that cannot be diminished. It does not matter what the world says. It does not matter what circumstances appear to suggest. The truth remains unchanged. God did not bring you this far to leave you. He has never left you. He has never stopped working in your favor. You are walking in His plan, covered by His grace, sustained by His love. Trust in that knowing. Stand in that confidence. Move forward with unwavering faith, because everything you seek is already seeking you. The moment you understand that you are one with the power that created the universe, all fear disappears. The weight of doubt, the chains of uncertainty, the burdens you have carried for so long, they begin to fall away. You are not separate from God. You are not distant from His presence. His life moves through you. His breath fills your lungs. His wisdom flows in your mind. There is nothing that can separate you from Him, nothing that can remove you from His divine embrace. You have been conditioned to believe in struggle, to believe in lack, to believe that you must earn your blessings. But God's love does not need to be earned. His grace does not have conditions. It is already yours. The moment you let go of the belief that you must fight for what is already given, you will feel a shift in your spirit. You will realize that what you have been seeking has been within you all along. The kingdom of God is not outside of you. It is within you. The doors have never been locked. You have always had the key. Do not allow your mind to be consumed by what is missing. Do not dwell on what has not yet appeared. The mind that focuses on lack creates more lack. The heart that dwells in fear invites more fear. But the one who abides in faith, the one who stands firm in the truth that all things are already His, will see the evidence unfold before him. This is the secret that the world does not teach you. What you seek is not something to chase. It is something to accept. You are not here to struggle for your blessings. You are here to receive them. When you wake up in the morning, do not ask if today will bring what you desire. Declare that it already has. Do not wonder if God has heard your prayers. Know that He has. He heard you the first time. He heard you before you even spoke. Before you called, He answered. Before you asked, it was given. There is no delay in the spiritual realm. The moment you believe, it is done. The moment you see yourself as already possessing what you desire, the world must conform to your knowing. Faith is not hoping. Faith is not wishing. Faith is knowing. It is the deep, unshakable conviction that what God has promised is already yours. The world will tell you to look at your circumstances, to be realistic, to only believe in what you can see. But what you see is only a reflection of your past beliefs. If you wish to change your life, you must first change what you accept as true. You must see beyond what is visible and hold to the truth that exists beyond sight. Many people lose their way because they trust in what their eyes show them rather than what their spirit knows. They allow temporary struggles to convince them that they are alone. They allow delays to make them question whether God is still with them. But do you not yet understand? The delay is not denial. The waiting is not abandonment. What you perceive as waiting is simply the unfolding of the divine plan. The plan is long and the foundation must be laid before the house is built. The roots must grow before the tree bears fruit. And so it is with your life. What is meant for you is already prepared, already waiting. You are only being made ready to receive it. There will be moments when you feel tired, when the journey seems too long, when it appears that nothing is changing. But this is the test. This is where faith is required. Will you believe even when there is no evidence? Will you trust even when the world tells you otherwise? Because if you can hold firm in those moments, if you can stand unshaken in your knowing, you will see what few ever see. You will step into the reality that was always meant to be yours. Do not allow fear to have a place in your heart. Fear is only the absence of faith. It is the illusion that you are alone, the deception that you are without power. But fear has no truth in it. You have nothing to fear, for you are not walking this path alone. You are not left to figure things out on your own. God is with you in every step, in every breath, in every moment. He is in the whisper of the wind, in the stillness of your thoughts, in the quiet reassurance that rises from within you when you silence the noise of the world. He has never left you, and He never will. When you look at your life and see obstacles, when you see doors that appear to be closed, do not despair. What looks like a closed door is often divine protection. What seems like rejection is often redirection. You cannot see the full picture from where you stand. You see only a fragment, a single thread in the vast tapestry of your destiny. But God sees it all. He knows what must unfold before you step into what is truly meant for you. If you were to receive your blessings before you were ready, you might not be able to sustain them. If you were to step into the next season before you were prepared, you might not be able to handle it. Trust in divine timing. Trust that every delay is working for your good. Trust that even when things seem to be standing still, they are moving in ways beyond your understanding. Every great promise comes with a process. Every great blessing requires preparation. The seed must be buried in darkness before it can break through the soil and reach the light. The caterpillar must dissolve completely before it can emerge as a butterfly. Transformation is never comfortable, but it is necessary. If you are in a season of struggle, it is not because you have been abandoned. It is because you are being shaped. You are being strengthened. You are being prepared for what is coming. Look at the great figures of faith. Did they not all endure seasons of uncertainty? Did they not all walk through moments where they could not yet see the fulfillment of what was promised? Joseph was betrayed and imprisoned before he became a ruler. Moses wandered the desert before he led his people to the promised land. David faced giants and opposition before he sat on the throne. Their journeys were not easy, but their faith never wavered. They knew that if God had spoken a promise, it was already done, and so it is with you. The power that created the heavens and the earth is within you. You do not have to beg for what is already yours. You do not have to strive for what has already been given. You need only align yourself with the truth that it is done. Walk as if it is already yours. Speak as if you have already received it. Give thanks as if the manifestation is already before you, because the moment you truly believe, it will be. Do not waste another moment questioning whether you are worthy. Do not spend another second doubting whether you are capable. The very fact that you have the vision means that it is meant for you. The very fact that the desire is in your heart means it is already yours in the unseen. Your only task is to bring yourself into alignment with that truth. God did not bring you this far to leave you. He did not carry you through your darkest nights just to abandon you now. If He started this work in you, He will complete it. His word does not return void. His promises do not fail. If you are still here, if there is still breath in your lungs, then your journey is not over. There is more for you. There is greater ahead. Hold firm, stand tall, and know that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Your steps are ordered, your path is guided, and your victory is already written. There is no force in this universe that can take from you what God has already ordained. No delay, no setback, no obstacle can erase what has been written in the heavens for you. You may not see it yet, but is already moving. The unseen is just as real as the visible, and the moment you believe that, you step into the power that has been within you all along. Too often people let their circumstances dictate their faith. They look around and say, nothing is happening, and they allow doubt to creep in. But faith is the evidence of things not seen. Faith does not need proof. It does not need confirmation. Faith knows, and when you truly know, when you stand firm in your knowing, everything must shift to reflect that reality. The world around you is nothing more than a mirror of your inner state. If you walk in confidence, if you walk in the certainty that all things are working together for your good, then that is exactly what you will experience. God has placed power within you, power beyond what you can comprehend. You have the ability to create, to call forth, to transform. Every thought you dwell upon, every belief you hold, every word you speak, it all shapes the world around you. You are not merely here to endure life. You are here to shape it. And the moment you align with the truth of who you are, the moment you cast aside the false belief that you are powerless, you will see the evidence of God's promises unfolding before you. But this is where many falter. They want to see the change before they believe in it. They want proof before they take the first step. But that is not how faith works. Faith requires that you move forward even when the path is not visible. Faith requires that you trust, even when nothing around you seems to make sense. When Peter stepped out of the boat onto the water, it was not the water that held him up, it was his belief. The moment he doubted, he began to sink. The same principle applies to your life. The moment you doubt, the moment you allow fear to take hold, you begin to sink into despair, into worry, into limitation. But if you hold firm, if you refuse to waver, you will see miracles unfold before you. There is no mistake in your journey. Every experience, every challenge, every moment of waiting has been preparing you for what is ahead. Even the moments that felt like failure were never failures at all. They were lessons. They were stepping stones. They were necessary chapters in the story of your becoming. Nothing has been wasted. Nothing has been in vain. The pieces are coming together, even if you cannot yet see the full picture. You were not created to live in fear. You were not placed here to struggle. You were not meant to live in doubt, wondering if God is for you or against you. You were designed to walk in power. You were created to live in the fullness of God's love and abundance. The only thing standing between you and the life He has promised is your willingness to believe. Not just when things are easy, not just when everything is going your way, but even in the moments of silence, even in the waiting, even when you see no evidence at all. God has never failed you. Even in the moments when you thought He was silent, He was working. Even in the moments when you felt alone, He was carrying you. And if He has never failed you before, why would He start now? Why would He bring you through every trial, every battle, every storm, only to leave you now? That is not His nature. He is faithful. He is constant. He is unchanging. And what He has promised, He will fulfill. Close your eyes and see it done. Feel the reality of your answered prayers. Walk as if it is already yours. And as you do, watch as everything begins to shift. Not because you forced it, not because you struggled for it, but because you finally believed in what was already true. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Keep going. Keep believing. Keep standing firm in your knowing. The best is yet to come. The world around you is a reflection of your inner state. Every thought you entertain, every belief you hold, every emotion you nurture shapes the reality you live in. If you allow doubt to take root, it will manifest as delays and obstacles. If you let fear dictate your choices, you will find yourself trapped in the same cycles of limitation. But when you choose faith, when you choose to trust, even when nothing seems to be happening, you open the doors for miracles to flow into your life. God has placed dreams in your heart for a reason. They were not given to you by accident. The vision you hold inside you, the desires that call to you in the quiet of the night, are glimpses of the life you were meant to live. But for that vision to become reality, you must first believe in it. You must speak it. You must feel it. You must walk as if it is already done, because the truth is, it is already done. Everything you seek is already yours in the unseen. It is only waiting for you to claim it. Look at the great figures of faith throughout history. They did not see the fulfillment of their promises immediately. They walked through years of uncertainty, through tests and trials, through moments where everything seemed lost. But they never lost sight of the vision. They never let go of the promise. And because they held on, because they believed, even when the evidence was against them, the fulfillment eventually came. It is easy to trust when things are going your way. It is easy to believe when the doors are opening, when the blessings are flowing, when everything aligns perfectly. But the true test of faith is in the moments of silence, the moments when nothing seems to be changing, when every sign points to failure, when doubt whispers that maybe you were wrong to believe in the first place. This is where many give up. This is where most turn back. But this is also where the breakthrough is closest. You are not meant to live by what your physical eyes see. You are meant to live by what your inner vision knows. You must learn to close your eyes to the world's distractions and focus on the truth that has been planted within you. When you do this, when you stop reacting to circumstances and start creating from within, everything begins to shift. God does not place a dream in your heart without also giving you the means to fulfill it. He does not call you to something greater without also preparing the way. The fact that you desire it means it is already yours. The only thing left for you to do is step into it with unwavering faith. There will be moments when fear will try to hold you back. Moments when the enemy will whisper that you are not worthy, that you are not capable, that you should settle for less than what you truly desire. But those thoughts are lies. You were created in the image of the divine. You were designed with purpose, with greatness, with power beyond what you can comprehend. When you begin to see yourself as God sees you, you will no longer entertain thoughts of lack or limitation. Nothing that has happened to you has been an accident. Every experience, every challenge, every delay has been part of your preparation. You were being strengthened, you were being refined, you were being made ready for what is coming. Do not mistake the process for punishment. Do not mistake the waiting for abandonment. It is all working together for your good. Your thoughts have power. The words you speak have power. Every time you declare, I am blessed, I am favored, I am walking in divine purpose, you are aligning yourself with the truth of who you are. And as you hold that truth, as you refuse to waver, everything in your reality must shift to match it. The world may tell you that you need to see it before you believe it, but faith tells you that you must believe it before you see it. This is the secret that so many miss. They wait for circumstances to change before they allow themselves to feel peace, to feel joy, to feel gratitude. But the moment you choose to embody those feelings now, before the manifestation appears, is the moment you activate the power within you. The moment you activate the power within you. God did not bring you this far to leave you. He did not carry you through the storms, through the trials, through the nights of uncertainty just to abandon you now. He has been with you in every step, in every moment, in every breath. Even when you could not feel Him, even when you doubted, even when you wondered if He was still listening, He was there. And He is still here now. What you seek is seeking you. What you have prayed for is already making its way to you. The doors that appeared closed are about to open. The things that once seemed impossible are about to become reality. Not because you forced them, not because you struggled, but because you believed, because you held on, because you refused to let go of the vision that was placed within you. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep knowing that everything you desire, everything you have prayed for, everything you have been waiting for is already yours. The promise has already been fulfilled in the unseen. Now it is only a matter of time before it appears before your very eyes. Hold on to the truth that God has never left you and never will. The journey may not always be clear. The path may not always be easy, but every step has been guided. Every moment has been preparing you for what is to come. Do not waver in doubt. Do not give in to fear. Stand firm in the knowing that what you seek is already yours. The vision placed in your heart was not an illusion. It is a divine calling waiting to be realized. Keep walking. Keep trusting. And soon you will see that everything was aligning for your highest good all along. God did not bring you this far to leave you. He brought you this far to show you that His promises are true, that His timing is perfect, and that your faith was never in vain.